Hello everybody. In our previous lesson, we've learned how to add two three-digit numbers without exchange. So today we're going to be looking at adding two three-digit numbers with exchange. So our big question is, what is 345 at 286? So hopefully most of you or all of you will be able to answer this question by the end of this lesson. Now, our success criteria, we are expecting all of you must be able to represent the exchange in a place value grid. And we're expecting most of you should be able to represent the exchange in column additions, column method. And lastly, we're expecting some of you could be able to spot when an exchange is not necessary. So these are our key vocabularies required for our lesson. So important: exchange. What does mean exchange? It's regrouping. In addition, we call it regrouping. In subtraction, we call it borrowing. So exchange is when you get a total, when you are adding ones or tens, and you get a total of 10 or more, you exchange. For example, you exchange 10 ones with 1 10. Okay? Or you exchange 10 tens with 100, etc. Okay? 3-digit is a number that has 3 digits, hundreds, tens, and ones, column and addition. Great. Now here is a quick starter that you are required to do. Now you have to choose a starting number, then choose a number to add or subtract. Then find the answer mentally and write it down. Here is the starting number, here is the number that you have to add or subtract. So for example, I choose 240. Okay? And 240, I want to subtract, take away or subtract. I choose here a number, 240 take away 20, for example, equal. So I can do it mentally, 40 and 20. So 4 take away 2 is 2. So 40 take away 20 is 20. So the answer is 220. So try to use number bonds to help you add or subtract mentally. And you can check your answer using a number line as well. Now adding two three-digit numbers. So question A, how many birds of prey have Amal and Jan seen in total? B, they see a further 20 male and 30 female birds of prey. So how many have they seen in total now? So to solve these calculations, we need to use place value grid as usual. It's so important because it will help you and make your calculation easy. So use base 10 equipment, but there are more than 10 ones in total. Okay? You need to exchange, that is why you start with the ones. Okay? Always start by the ones. When you are doing your addition or subtraction, start with the ones first. After you finish the ones column, you move to the tens column. After you finish the tens column, then you move to the hundreds column. Okay? So we have 6 plus 7. How much? 6 ones plus 7 ones. How much? We get a total of 13. So what did we say when we get a total of 10 or more? We do exchange. So we exchange 10 ones for 1 10. Okay? And how many left over do we have now? 3. Okay, I repeat. If we get a total of 10 or more, we do exchange. It means we exchange 10 ones for 1 10. So this is 1 10. We need to send it or move it to the tens column. Right? Now the leftover is 3. Now how many tens do we have now? 2 plus 1, and don't forget the extra 10 that we already have or that we exchanged. So we have 4 tens in total. 2 plus 2 is 4. Now 1 plus 2 is 3. So 343. That is the correct answer. Okay? It's so easy. I repeat on the column method. So 6 plus 7 is 13. So I cannot write 13 here. all I have to do is to keep the leftover, the ones, and I send that extra 10 to the tens. Why? Because I have exchanged 10 ones with 1 10. Okay, and the leftover is 3. Now, you can carry the tens over here, over the 2, on the tens column. So 2 plus 1, the extra 10 that we have, 3 plus 1, 4. Now 1 plus 2 is 3, so 343. That is the correct answer. So easy. Okay. Question B, we have 20 add 30 equal 50, right? So now there are 50 more. So you do 2 additions. First you add 20 to 343, then you add 30 to the new total. Okay? 343, add 30. You can use a number line. Okay? You jump twice. First add 10, then you add another 10 to make it easier. So 343 add 10, 353 add 10, 363. Now add 30. Okay? So 363 add 10, 373 add 10, 383 add 10, 393. This is just to make it your calculation easier. Or you can use column method. 343 add 50, 3 add 0, 3, 4 add 5, 9, 3 add nothing, or 0 is 3. So the total is 393. Great, now it's time to think together. So Amal and Jan also spot blackbirds. They see 262 males and 251 females. How many blackbirds are there altogether? Okay, so now you can always draw a place value grid or do the column method, or you can do both of them. It's up to you. Always use the easiest way. The method that you find it easier for you, go for it. So 262 add 251. So first I start adding the ones. 2 add 1 is 3. I write 3. Now 6 tens plus 5 tens, how much? 11. So what do we do when we have a total of 10 or more? We do exchange. So we exchange 10 tens for 100. And we move that extra 100 here to the hundreds column. Then the leftover, how much is the leftover? How many leftover do we have now? 1. I write 1 here. Now 200 plus 200, 4. What about the extra 100 that we have already exchanged? Is 5. So don't forget the extra 100 that you have exchanged already. So the answer is 513. The same thing on column method. 2 plus 1, 3. 6 plus 5 is 11. So I keep the 1 and I send that 1 to the hundreds column. I carry it over here on the 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4 plus the 1 that I have exchanged is 5. So the answer is 513. Now, you can do the question number 2. The next month, Amal and Jan spot 157 blackbirds and 166 birds of prey. So the question is, how many birds are there altogether? It's so easy. You have a place value grid here. You can draw it on a jotting down notebook or on your whiteboard. And you can also use a column method and do your calculation. Just pay attention and look out for exchange. If you get a total of 10 or more, you need to apply exchange. If not, then that's fine. Just record your answers. Okay? Now, this task is slightly more challenging than the previous one. So Max is working out 184 at 217. So he thinks he will only need to exchange the ones because the tens only add up to 9. Okay? And here is his work. 184 at 217, so 4 at 7. And he thinks that he needs to exchange the ones only. Because 8 plus 1 is 9. And 1 plus 2 is 3. Do you think Max is correct? and test his idea by doing the calculation. Okay? That's all for today. Now please don't forget to answer the Google Form questions as well as the activities on pages 81 and 82. So the activities on page 82 are always optional, as they are slightly more challenging. So you find these activities on your math practice book A. That's all for today, and have a great day.